Okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Let them know that, you know, what percentages go to the Look Good, Feel Good program and how much money. Do your homework. Go in MKOC. You'll see that I believe that $100,000 was just given to the Look Good, Feel Good program this year. Also, too, let them know that Sharon Coburn, you know, get the history of that. Sharon Coburn, a consultant from over 22 years ago, started the Look Good, Feel Good program. You know, let them know that story. So then once you've explained, not only do they never have to wait for product, 100% satisfaction guaranteed when you shop through us. They're never stuck with product they don't like. You know, tell a funny story that, you know, it doesn't matter if you've got something you found from 20 years ago. I'll give you a credit for that. Okay, the company is fantastic. Let them know that we are never penalized for them returning product, that we actually get it replaced on our shelf. They get their money back, and that's another thing. When you start your own business, make sure within the first couple of months, have $100, $150 put aside, even maybe $200, because you are going to get that customer. It doesn't happen often, who may have a reaction, or who may decide that she just, you know, husband found out how much she spent and she's got to return everything, and you don't want to be like, oh, you know, I've got to return $200. It does not happen often, but just have, even if it's just an $18 lipstick, have that little nest egg so that you can return things. Okay, so you've let them know pretty much everything that we service, what it means to have us as a consultant. You've let them know about the Look Good, Feel Good program, all the charitable, you know. I even say to them too at the end, you know what, ladies, would you mind, every year consultants add up throughout the year of their sales and actually donate to this foundation once a year. So if your bill is, you know, $18.92, do you mind if I round it off to, you know, the nearest dollar? Do you mind? Or ladies, would you mind donating $1 and have your little bag that's just for their loonie? Or, you know, take it off their bill. You would not believe what you can come up with by the end of the year that came from those ladies. It adds up, okay? It adds up, whether it could be a wig for somebody fighting for cancer, you know, helping the makeup and all the cosmetics that goes in those boxes for the Look Good, Feel Good program. So that's something that you can do as well, okay? All right, so when it's all said and done, when that part's over with and you're doing your dash and go, make sure your dash and go this is what I have in my kit. I have my Beach Blonde eye cream. I have at least 3 or 4 glosses to pass around for them to try. Okay, Cafe au Lait, Au Naturel, Berry Tarte's a good one, Fancy Nancy, you can have Pink Sateen. Those seem to be the popular ones. I always use one specific mascara at the first appointment. And if they say to you, do you have any other mascaras? Absolutely. We've got 3 or 4 different styles of mascara, and I can bring them at your follow-up. Okay, so if this one doesn't particularly thrill you, we've got others, but I think you're really going to love this one. So I've got their mascara, their Beach Blonde, okay, their Sheer Bliss, okay, the pinky cream blush, and their CC cream, and of course the bronzer. Okay, so that's my dash and go look. Okay, if somebody's like really super red like rosacea, don't have them do the sheer blush. Blush. I usually just do the bronzer, okay, and teach them how to do the bronzer. So when you're doing the Beach Blonde, I just tell them, you know, and make sure they're listening, because, you know, they get in there and they put on too much and they're like, oh, my face is glowing. Well, you weren't supposed to put that much on. So make sure that you've got everybody waiting, and you say to them, okay, and you've got those little spatula sticks, so don't let people get in there and be using their fingers. So everybody has a little spatula stick, okay? I'm pretty sure once you contact me and we talk about starting your business that I've let you know that you need to go into section 2 and just get a few things, and one of those things is spatulas, okay? So you just take a little bit into the Beach Blonde, okay? Make sure everybody's got a little bit on the end of their stick, and you tell them, just use your clean finger, this one usually or this one, and just start lightly and go over your whole eyelid right up to your brow bone, okay? And it's buildable, and let them know. Ladies, do you ever find that when you're wearing eyeshadow that you get the creases during the day? You're going to love this stuff. Not only is it an eye brightener, it's buildable, so you can just start off little, put a little bit more on if you want. You know, you don't want to do too much because you want the effect where your eyes are popping and you're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I just have like this little bit of an eye lift. And then you can tell them it's got a built-in primer, so you're not going to have those lines during the day, okay? It's going to sit for the day, and you can also use mineral eyeshadow on top of it. So when I come for your follow-up, and if you want to do a little bit of glamour, you can have that on as a base, right up to your eyebrow, and then we'll do some glamour on top of that. If you love this stuff, which I know you're going to, it comes in blues and browns, purples, greens, all different kinds of colors. And again, ladies, you whip it on with your finger. It's so, so easy, okay? So then I say to them, do you see the difference? Just look how bright your eyes are, okay? All right, next. Now we're going to use a bronzer. Who's used a bronzer before? Okay. The whole idea of a bronzer is to make sure that it just gives you that little bit of a sun-kissed glow. You don't want to look orange or look like you've got all this stuff caked on your face. So you take your brush and you just roll it around in there, and you just do a backwards 3. So you take the mineral brush and you just go down and along here and along here. You can even go down your nose. And you know what? Sometimes, ladies, you can even just underneath your cheekbone, so it'll just highlight and just give you a little bit of a lift, okay? And if they don't want to use the cream blush because they're really, really red in the face, then let them just, you know, maybe even just do a little bit more bronzer around here, okay? So we've done our beach blonde, all right, our bronzer. Now I introduce the mascara, okay? We do a little bit of mascara, and I always say to them, okay, mascara, again, is buildable. I try not to, ladies. I know it's an individual taste, but try to talk them out of, you know, really going to town on the bottom of their eyes, because as we get older, the more we put on, the older we look. It's just that simple. So you can say to them, you know what, sometimes less is more. So let's just concentrate on the top right now, and you just shimmy, okay? So look in the mirror and you just shimmy. And if you want to do a little bit on the bottom, tiny, tiny little bit, because you just want your eyes to be bright, but not raccoony looking, okay? Some people don't listen to you. They're just doing their own thing, and that's okay. Okay, so next, you can say to them, okay, anybody ever used the cream blush? You know what? I should have done the cream blush first, so reverse that, ladies, okay? Beach blonde, and you've already got your CC. Sorry, see, I'm not perfect. Beach blonde. You can do your CC, okay, so your CC is already on, so do your cream blush, okay, in Sheer Bliss. So what you do is, so pretend we haven't done the bronzer yet, but I described how to do it. First, for the people that aren't red and just want a little bit of a pink pinch look to their cheeks, all I do is tell them, again, use the other end of your wand that you used for this for the beach blonde, and then I just say just 1, 2, 3, tiny, tiny, tiny. And again, you don't want a whole lot because I'll end up looking like a clown. And I just pat it like this, so that their cheekbones just pop a little bit, and they've got some color. And you can go right up like this. Okay. So once that's on, then introduce them to the bronzer. Okay. So the bronzer is done as well. Okay. So again, ladies, I know this seems like it's taking a lot longer, but this is going to take you 3 minutes in the morning, literally, okay? So next, pass around your lip glosses. Let them choose a color of a lip gloss. And if they say, you know what, I normally use lipsticks, just say, that's okay, I'm going to bring a whole bunch, okay? If you like browns, pinks, whatever, I'll make sure I bring some tones that I think that you might like at your follow-up, okay? So then they get on their lipstick or their gloss, and you say to them, okay, if you choose something that, choose something that might be a little bit daring for you, and if not, stick with what you feel comfortable with. If they don't like what they put on, Jennifer, stop. Tell them to just remove it. And another good thing about our eye makeup remover, if they decide they're going to be daring and put on something like really, really red, it stains our lips. That helps it get it right off, okay? And then they can apply something different, okay? So once their day look is on, okay, they're already commenting back and forth and looking at each other's skin. This is when, you know what, I think we get caught up at this time where they're like, oh, you don't want to close the sale. How do I close the sale? I don't want to be pushy, because I tell them that, they're here to give me their opinion. Yeah, they are here to give you your opinion. And you know what? You don't have to be pushy. you want to build a relationship with them. You want them to have fun. You want them to know everything that our company does and what we offer and what makes us different. Let them know about our wonderful charitable foundations and how shopping through us, when they love something, helps, even if it's just so much as a lipstick, you know. So don't get caught up at this point, okay? So this is when I say to everybody, okay, ladies, I want you all to take your mirrors out. Okay, pretend this is my mirror. And I want you to hold out your mirror, and I want you to look at yourselves in the mirror, okay? Look at yourselves at arm's length, because this is how people see you. When they're talking to you, this is what they see, okay? And I know a lot of the time I hear, you know, I can't be bothered, I don't have time, I don't even wear makeup. And when we don't like something about ourselves, like say for our arms, or if we don't like our legs, if we don't like our stomachs, what can we do? We cover them up, okay? This you can't cover up. And the 3 minutes it takes in the morning for you to just not only look better, but feel better. When you look good, what happens? You stand up tall, you smile more, you know, you feel a connection. When somebody's looking at you, you know what they're thinking. They're thinking, wow, girl, you look good, okay? Your husband, you know, your children. You know, your children will be like, wow, Mom, you look amazing. Like, oh my God, Mom, what'd you do different? So you hold out that mirror and you say, okay, this is when somebody's talking to you, this is what they see. What do you think? What do you think? And they're doing this and they're doing that, okay? And then, whether it's 2 people, 5 people, I usually start on my left and I say, okay, Carrie, I want you to look at Sue and I want you to tell Sue, what is it about her look that you just think is like, wow? Okay? And I get them to follow it all around the table. And I am not saying a word. Okay? So each of them are looking, going, you know what? That eye cream. And you know what? I'll be honest, Sue, when you came in, your makeup was a little heavy. And they actually get pretty detailed. They'll say, your makeup was a little heavy, and you look 5 years younger. All this conversation goes back and forth with all of them. I'm not saying anything. I'm sitting here smiling. I'm loving every second of it. Because I am not, you got to have this, and you got to do this, and you got to buy this, and you got to do that. And I won't name any companies, but how many do you go and go, oh my God, like, is this woman ever going to shut up? They are so basking in that excitement of like, oh my God, they're just like, you look gorgeous, oh my God, look at your lips, look at your cheeks, your cheekbones are sitting up, you've got great cheekbones. Anyways, they're doing all the selling. So what you do is to say, ladies, you know, if I've done one thing tonight, and it was to make you walk out of here feeling beautiful, because that's what we're all about. You know, enriching women's lives, making you feel amazing, having fun, and I hope I did that for you tonight. And I know that at the end of every show, work class I do, there's always questions, okay? So, ladies, whether you have a wish list, whether you have questions for me, whether you want to know, you know, how do our sets go, I'm going to explain that all to you so that you know. I give you all the information, and if there's anything that I can assist you with, well, I'd be more than happy to do so, okay? And I do. I stand up and say, okay, ladies, this evening, everything that we used, which was and then I have things sitting in front of me, okay? We have the different sets, and I ask them to flip this over, ladies, okay? This is huge, huge, because you know what? Already right now, they're forgetting how everything went. They're like, okay, what did we do first? And I'll say, okay, ladies, flip over your placemats. And what we have here is the different sets. Now, these are just the common sets that we sell, but you can also shop a la carte. So this is not just how everything goes. If there's specific things that you're just, you know, for instance, Sue, you told me that you just, you know, wiped out the Clinique counter, but you are really interested in switching over. So there may be things that you just, you know, pieces here and there that you might want to pick up tonight, or you just want to write on the back of your profile card so that I have that. So that if I call you in 3 months, or you call me and say, you know what, Amy, I'm out of all my cleanser, my moisturizer, I'm due for a new mascara, I'm out of lipsticks, I've got everything written here, your wish list on the back here. And they look at you and go, wow, that's really cool. And let them know, you see so many women you won't remember. You won't remember the gloss that they loved. You will not remember, okay? And this is so professional. You just pull it up and say, oh my gosh, okay, you were normal to dry. You were, you know, you loved the Fancy Nancy lip gloss, okay? All right? That's not pushing them to buy anything, okay? That's letting them know. Write a wish list. Ask me questions. This is the fun part. Shop till you drop. Make a wish list. Okay, so you open up. Okay, ladies, I like to call this I Deserve It All. It is our travel set roll-up. And at this time, they're going, wow, what is that? Take this off. Just say, ladies, this travel bag is really, really awesome. How many of you travel a lot? Go away with your husbands. Fold it back up. Show them how it just sits neatly right in the corner of your suitcase. Okay, open it back up. And ladies, this stops you from having that drawer full of mistakes, okay? So if you've fallen in love with everything tonight, you want the best bang for your buck, okay? So what happens is, and you get them to look at their placemat. The set includes, so when you do the roll-up, okay, it retails for, I think, $408 retail if you bought everything individually, okay? But the special with getting everything is $299. So you're saving $108, okay? So what it would come with is your basic skincare set, plus you get to choose 3 of these squares, 3 of these pockets, okay? So I explained to them. The first pocket is your your cleanser and your moisturizer. Okay, the second pocket would have been your day and your night solution, which I didn't really go over, so I will backtrack in a moment. Your third pocket, I always say, you know what, ladies, that could be the Skinvigorate brush, okay, which is in pocket number 2 or square number 2 on your placemat, and describe what the Skinvigorate brush does. Have it on the table. Pull it up and say, ladies, have you ever seen one of these before? And explain what it does. Okay, make sure you know what it does, how much cheaper it is than Sephora's, Clarisonic. Make sure you know details about our brush. The microdermabrasion set. Ladies, you heard me talk about your microdermabrasion set and what you're going to be experiencing at our follow-up. You may want to save this third pocket and keep it empty for when our follow-up comes, because you may want to fill it with glamour. You may want to do your vitamin C treatment in there. You may want to do a microdermabrasion in there. So that's totally up to you. Or it could be your hand set. Okay, if you look down here, we did the hands and the satin lips. If you love that, that could be a pocket. Pocket number 4 is the day look. Okay, that's usually nobody switches the 4th, but you can. It's totally up to you. So the 4th pocket would be your day. So when you look down at your placemat, you'll see it's called the Diva on the Go. So the set includes your Beach eye cream, Beach Bond, okay? It says applicator brush, but I don't. I usually switch that up for something else. So I include the Beach Blonde eye cream, a mascara, a gloss, the Sheer Bliss blush, and a bronzer, okay? That's what I include in the Diva on the Go. Okay, that's what I personally put in. Okay, but it also has a brush collection. It also has a square for men's skincare. So you may say, ladies, you know what? You may want to do the 3rd pocket for your husband. Usually they go, no, I don't. No, it's all about me. Okay, and then I'll say, okay, ladies, too, even complexion regime that we didn't really get into tonight, but we will at your follow-up. I noticed, you know, Sue, for instance, you talked to me, or you wrote, or not talked to me, but you checked off that you've got sun damage and you've got brown spots. You've got that pregnancy mask that never went away. That might be something you want to do your 3rd pocket for. It's the even looking skin tone, fade the look of dark spots and acne spots, lingering acne spots for the face, chest area, and the back of the hands. So that may be something, okay? But that's completely up to you. And then, if you go down, we have a set for $199. So what $199 is, and have it sitting here, ladies, is your cleanser, your moisturizer, your day solution, your night solution, and your primer, the face primer, and your CC cream, okay? I'm using CC cream right now, okay? So that is a really good deal also. So that's if you don't want to get into the day look, you just want to get on a really basic not a basic, but you want to get on the Miracle set without any makeup. Okay, and the third one is our basic. So, you know, Tanya, for instance, you told me that you wash your face with Dove. I'm just being silly because some people will say that to you. Honestly, if for you, I would recommend that you just get on the basic. Okay, don't try selling them a roll-up when they don't do anything. It's too overwhelming. So you say to them, for now, if you want, why don't we just get you on the basic if that is something that you're interested in, and then we'll talk about more at your follow-up. And the basic is $99, and that is their cleanser, their moisturizer, their primer, and their CC. Okay? Do you get it? All right? So the basic does not include the day and night solution. All right? And then they can even build up from there. Oh my gosh, there's one here that says time-wise basic plus, you get your basic set plus 5 sets, only $3.79. You know what? Good for you if you get into that. But stick to your $2.99, your $1.99, and your $99. And then again, ladies, you can shop a la carte. Okay? And then I typically choose who's like really excited and like, oh my God, I think I want everything. I think, oh, I need to have the roll up. Because she's kind of like the leader. And then everybody's standing around her going, oh, are you going to get it all? Yeah, maybe. Do you think I should too? Oh, maybe, you know, and they start talking and they get excited. And you're there and you're answering all their questions. Okay? I know we've been taught to do one-on-ones, and one-on-ones can be really, really powerful, but I do find too that after it's all over with, that a lot of people aren't comfortable going one-on-one with you. Okay? So that's something that, whatever works for you, I'm finding that this is really working. And you can even buy, when they're laminated, buy the pens that they can write on, the markers, because they can start circling or underlining. And say that to them, ladies, if you here's your little markers. If you want to circle what you think you may want to start with or you want to ask me about, circle it, okay? And I can help you with those questions, okay? And then I had a lady the other night from a party. She said, you know what? This is all great, but like I really have everything, but I really like that primer and I need a new mascara. I said, great, write it down. Awesome. So she did. So what I said to her was, is it okay with you? Did you love it enough that I could contact you maybe in 6 weeks, 8 weeks to see if you're running low on anything? Would you be interested in switching over and having me as your private consultant? And she said yes. Okay? So if somebody just buys a few pieces, don't write them off like, oh, she doesn't want any of my stuff. Ask the questions. Is it okay? Would you be up to, or would you be, you know, okay with me contacting you? Ask questions. Nobody gets upset because you ask questions, okay? Always, too, have your recruiting packages with you, okay? I've made them up. They're all here. You just have to come Mondays. You have to come Mondays to get them. Anyways, and I know some of you work, so if you are working on Mondays and you can't get out, you're having troubles with babysitting, whatnot, just call me and we can arrange for you to get them. They're really, really great. Okay, so that's when they get all the information about the company. And I say to them, you know what, ladies, if you had fun tonight, and if you think there's anybody that you know that could use an extra $600 to $800 a month and has an extra 4 to 5 hours a week, you know, and talk to them about it. Do not prejudge. Do not prejudge. There's women that I have on my team that if I had not asked those questions, they were not going to ask me. But I asked them. And not everybody will say yes. But you know what I say to them? You know what? This is something that, you know, could you use the extra money to pay for your child's hockey? You know, offset daycare costs. And if you had fun tonight, ladies, and saw me in action, this is what we do. You know, it's a service and we have fun. And if you've got 2, 3, 4 hours extra a week, even if you just need $400 a week, I can show you how to do it. Okay? So I would love to invite you all to take home a literature package full, a package full of literature about our company, what we offer, and you know, maybe it could be something that you know you could use for your family. And you may even just know somebody that, you know, that would be great at this, okay? And that's it, ladies. That's it. So I'm going to backtrack to the day and the night solution. Once you cleanse them and you moisturize them, before you get into the eye cream part, okay, in the rest of it. The day and the night solution are these two little babies right here, okay? Day, night solution. So I'm going to take them out of the box. Okay, so there's the night, okay? And this is the day, okay? So again, have your product knowledge, or your script. You've all got your script, and if you don't, just print it off the files from Circle of Courage page, okay? Ladies, this is what I call the dream team, and I let them know. We're not going to be putting it on your face tonight, but I am going to give you a drop on the back of your hand. I want you to feel it, and I want to see the difference. I want you to see the difference in the glow of your skin from with the one hand that has it on to the other that doesn't. And I describe what the day solution does. Okay, I'm not going to go into it now. It's all in your scripts. So you just give them a little squirt, and you get them to rub it on the back of their hand, down their fingers, okay? And once it's all rubbed in, you say to them, okay, hold your hands out. Look at the difference in the that dewy glow you get from the left hand you put it on to the right hand where nothing's on. Do you see the difference? That's how your face is going to look. That's what it does to your face. It gives you that youthful, dewy glow again, okay? And describe what else it does. And then you say to them, this is something that you can add to your routine. Fast, fast, fast. Literally takes no extra time. At night, okay? At night is when, after you cleanse and you get all your makeup off, and we talked about cleansing, it's in your script, why it's so important to take your makeup off. The 5 essential steps. Make sure you've talked to them about your 5 essential steps. This here was on the Today Show, and when I said to come up with stories, real stories that get to people. They don't want no facts, okay? Facts, yes, you need to know what this stuff does, but a true story. The lady Robin from the Today Show, the black lady that has fought cancer twice, they did a segment on the Tonight Show, or the Today Show, sorry, our night serum and our foundation, okay? And say to them, you're going to experience our foundation at the follow-up. Our foundation, let them know, you need a third of our foundation compared to other foundations. Has the anti-aging in it, doesn't feel heavy, gives you that flawless matted look, or do you want the dewy look? There's 2 different foundation types that you can have, okay? This here, and pass it around, I say to them, see all the little beads in there? Well, when Robin was going through cancer, she swore that this was what she had, that she put on her face at night, that made a huge difference in the healing of her skin. And I can say it because it's true, and I used it as well, okay? But of course I'm the seller, so they're going to want to know somebody else that's used it that is creditable. You talk about the peptides and the NutriBeads in there. It's in your script what it does. And describe it. I always say, you know, at night, keep it on your end table. It's like a nice ice cold glass of water for your face. It's awesome. Put it on the other back of their hand and say to them, if you notice, ladies, when you squirt, not only is it going to do your whole face with one squirt, so it lasts forever, you're getting fresh vitamin A, C, and E. The beads open. You're getting fresh peptides, and describe why that's important to your skin. Okay, so that's when you don't put it on their face. So you cleanse, you moisturize, introduce these 2. Okay, put them down, and then continue your night cream, your face primer, your CC. Let it settle. Introduce and ask them if they know anything about Mary Kay Ash herself, what the company does, our foundations. And then continue on with your script. Have fun, relax. This is all about, you know what, we're not pushing makeup on anybody. And if you could all just get past the fact that we are offering an amazing service. How many thousands and thousands and thousands of women walk into Shoppers Drug Mart, Sephora, all those stores, and would give anything to be able to wake up in the morning on a Saturday morning and have their personal consultant come over at 10 o'clock with coffee and spread everything out on the table. So once you get past that. But I'm going to do another video. I want to talk to you all about fear of rejection, and fear of failing. Okay, because I think you all think that, Amy's gotten this far, but she's got something that we don't, or Shannon Tobin's got something that we don't, and Carol Thompson has something that we don't. We all have it in us. We all have it in us, and there's not anything that you can't do. So anyways, I'm going to end that and enjoy this incredible day. I actually woke up this morning. Apparently there's a huge, horrible accident outside, and I won't get into details. It happened at 50 Road this morning, but it just gave me a little bit of a kick in the butt to just enjoy life and stop taking everything so seriously, and just one step at a time. Stretch yourself every day. Do that one little thing that maybe makes you nervous, and you'll just be able to do more and more and more. Remember, ladies, this is a journey. This does not happen overnight. Does not happen overnight. Sure, there's women out there that do it in 4 to 6 months, man, but they are hungry. They are starving, which is fantastic. But don't ever compare yourself to somebody else. Everybody has their own goals. Everybody has their own dreams. But I will tell you, until you make goals, and even if they're just little, set yourself goals and don't compete with anybody. You're not competing with anybody but yourself. And have fun. Have fun. Show your family all the cool things that you can do and what you can accomplish. Okay? Love you all and have a great day, and I hope that was helpful. I know it was really super long, but yeah. Let me know what you thought. Okay? Bye.